Good morning, YouTube team. I just want to make this sort of announcement, and I just want to thank God for another day and His grace and mercy. But my topic is, dear Black people, how do you feel about these shootings going on? Now you know they're always stereotyping us, but now it's backfired. And I want to say to my brothers, the males, what is y'all input on these shootings? Because the end of the day is when I find out when there are other race besides a black male, they always come out alive. Good morning, Mr. Black. They always come out alive, well, had a bad day, mental illness and everything. But a black male always be killed on the scene. I would like to know y'all input on this. Because the end of the day is, my brothers and my sisters, it's time for y'all to wake up. Dear Black people, what is going on with us? I mean, we see everything in the world was happening. And yet, this saying Asia lives matter. Everybody lives matter except us. And we sit back and say nothing, some of us. Our black males, the most population incarcerated. Our black males, the most getting stopped by the police brutalities. I just want to say, I would like to hear y'all outrage on this. Because you know what the end of the day is? Until it hits somebody's household, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter where you live at, how much money you make, what kind of clothes you wear, what kind of car you drive. At the end of the day, you still a black male and female. And we know they always shoot our male on the scenes saying they're scared for their lives or they had to protect themselves. But yet, anybody else come out naked, get a ride to Burger King, McDonald's, justifying why they did what they did. But a black male could just walk down the street and get shot. A young black male could play with a toy gun and get shot. A black male could be in his house, laying on his bed and get shot. And I hear no outrage from some of our black males. But the end of the day is, you a black male. You have black sons. You have black daughters. You have a black father, mother, and cousins. So the end of the day is, dear black people, wake up. Because the end of the day is, good morning, Justin Allen. They're not playing with us, and they never have. And it's sickening to see every time the mass shooting occur, they justify it. And yet, we have the audacity to sit on social media and talk about somebody else's life. And we, you know what? We have so much going on that we like crabs in a barrel, tearing one another down, warning about somebody else, while they camouflaging different stuff. See, it's not a lot of black on black crimes. There's white on white crimes too. But the media is showing us as the monster. Okay, hold on. That's what I was trying to do, drop the link. And this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Here you go, Mr. Black. You see it? It's ridiculous that nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that we as Black people have not gotten to the point that we territory, we don't have unity, we don't speak up, and we don't care. Okay, do you see the link in the chat? Cause I put it out there. Cause I'm gonna be on for like a half an hour. Yes, but this is ridiculous because I see no outrage. No, you know what? Why do everybody else get out okay when it comes to shooting? And my prayers go out for the family. I can't imagine your spouse, your mother, your sister, your child going to the store to pick up some groceries or a snack and not coming back. Good morning, Mr. Black.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. I just had to
Yeah.
get this off my chest. I really did.
Well, something. Check this out. Rightfully so, because I looked at the news yesterday and something really disturbed me, and I just couldn't believe it because America is so damn fickle. An Asian woman, you understand, an elderly Asian woman, you understand, she got attacked, you dig, by some guy, right? This
Hmm.
happened last week. And she defended herself, you dig, and that was a good thing. But do you know something? They started a GoFundMe for that woman, and they gave that woman $1 million. Can you believe that?
I could believe it. I
A
could believe it.
million dollars. I mean, out of all the things that happen to black folks, the many attacks that we take,
Yes.
the suffering that we go through, Jesus. Sometimes we can't even raise, you understand, $5,000. But just
Yes.
that quick, you understand, they
And
raise,
then you know what, Mr. Black? And then when you do raise it, they had to ask the audacity the other Black people talk about somebody.
yes, yes,
You
yes.
know, and that's our people.
Yeah, and you know something? Our people, you dig, just they go with the flow. Again, I was looking at something. I wonder if other people do actually look at the news because, like, I was looking at this ABC News when I got up, and like they had this Soul of the Nation, and
Yes.
actually, they was profiling black women, and I'm
Yes.
saying, okay, I said, okay, well, black women, you understand, are a part of Soul of the Nation, but what about the children? What about the black man? And do you know they had three professional black women there, educated and what have you, and they said, what was the most profound thing that you've seen you did that really, impacted you growing up? And you know what these women, these two black, highly professional black women, you know what they said?
What?
The scene from the color purple, where uh, the two black women, you understand, Silly and the other women was playing patty cake, patty cake. What can you
Yes.
make, patty? And I said that was the most profound thing, you understand, that they're seeing, throughout their lifetime. That right there, a movie, a fiction,
Mhm. That's sad. I was
but
looking at the news over in UK. Uh,
yeah,
four four Caucasian guy killed the 21-year-old black guy over there.
yeah,
So UK got it too, and I'm saying, why they over here talking about our problems, and y'all have problems over there in your own backyard?
they have a lot of problems over there.
So
And,
why is y'all coming over here talking about American problems, and you got young black males over there getting killed too?
hey,
And you
check
know
this
what
out.
disgusts me, Mr. Black?
Huh.
And the sad thing about it, and that's why I be with black males moving and shaking and
Yeah.
challenge different people. Because when I look and see different ones had the audacity trying to look down at somebody,
Yes.
how dare you? Because the end of the day is majority people I know who done that wind up had to go to the NAACP for help, had to go to other people because you know why?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that was downing, it started hitting. It hit home to them.
Mm-hmm. But you know something, though, Sheila. I tend to say this, you dig, because it's a trifold, message. They call it the cancer culture. All right. They call it, you understand, the whole culture. I call it also the excuse culture, you dig, because a lot of the organizations you dig are supposed to be protecting black men and black women. They
Hmm.
no longer do it because they've sold out, you understand, to the system. All
Yes.
right. And a lot of people say, well, what's the system, quote unquote. The
Hmm.
system is to understand the powers that be that run this damn thing. You know, the media, you understand, which controls, you dig, a lot of the things that, black children and black women, you understand, and even some black men that they look, you dig, and this is what develops their image profile. All right, the system in terms of, you dig, who controls the money. So many,
Yes.
so many, so many businesses out there are making money. You understand, off blacks. All right, and especially the black woman with the hair, with the nails, with the beauty. You
Hmm.
understand, and all that right there. We're talking about billions.
Hmm.
It's no longer millions. It's in the billions. Like, we continue to cater to these people with the ones, you understand, that create these so-called fashions. You
Yes.
dig? That we
Let me tell you
understand got.
something, Mr. Black. We
Mm,
had a young black business um like promote little young people business. You should see our babies up here. I was so proud of them. We had about
yeah.
40 of them turn out their own business. They're under 30 years old and younger. When
Well,
I
you know
tell you
something.
our babies is so gifted, not every young girl's a top, not every young boy is a thug trying to rob somebody, sell drugs, all that stereotype. When I tell you their business is well organized, they had their Instagram, their Facebook, I mean their business cards, their logos. I mean, it was well put together. I had
Okay.
my nephew there, my goddaughter there. I mean, I was so proud of them.
Well, you know something. Okay. See, those are the ones, you understand, who work against the prevailing narrative. You dig, that all young people, you understand, are on some crazy stuff and what have you. You got a lot of young kids out there that really are going, you understand, to school, really are trying to become, you understand, something in the system. You
Hmm.
dig, for themselves, not for the system anymore. Okay. The thing about it is, you understand, especially, you know something, back in the '80s, you dig, it was more young girls going to school than the young boys, because the young boys just said just to believe in the system, and like this is what a lot of women just don't believe about black men. Black men really don't care for the system. They really don't care. You understand? You dig about what the system is trying to dangle in front of them. A lot of them are just going to get it. You dig, because they want to provide for their family. You understand? And they don't want to
Yes.
make that next step up. This is why I like LeBron James. You understand? When they had that little show, you dig, and he's showing all these entrepreneurs, all these athletes, all these famous people getting together and say, you know something, we got to make a difference. You dig, with our platform. All right,
Yes.
but that's only one of many. You dig?
I see Grandmaster P. I mean, with his little military army, they're
Yeah.
doing their thing. Oh God. Oh.
But see, you know something. Eventually, it's going to go from the minority to the majority. You dig, and like
Hmm.
uh, whoever going to get on board, understand, is going to profit. You dig, from stepping to that next level. Now, whoever
Hmm.
don't get on board, you understand, they're gonna fall by the wayside, and they're gonna keep these old tired ass narratives that's out there. You dig, that's messing up a lot of people's head. Okay,
Yes.
a lot of people's heads are messed up right now. A lot of
Yes.
my unconscious, you dig, a lot of my condition, And even when you know you tell them, hey, look, you've been conditioned, you understand, and think this way. No, I ain't. I just see. Look, one thing that irritates me, Sheila,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, really irritates me, especially about our sisters.
Go ahead.
They pay so much attention to what everybody else is doing and not enough attention to what they are doing. They pay attention.
I think you why you say that?
I say that because um, it's like the narrative. Ain't no good man out there, and they repeat
Okay,
what
so I can say
they.
the same thing to the males. This ain't no
No,
good woman.
wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Because see,
Why not?
I said the sisters, you dig, because you know something. Every time you hear them speak, you dig, they always measure what they're speaking about based on what they have seen other cultures do, what they have seen other women do, what they have seen. You understand that they say is the predominant, you know, a mindset out there, which is not. All right, which is not, and like that's what they do. See, you got to tune into it. You understand? And you just can't, you know, put it on
Okay,
monotone.
Mr. Black, but then also, can I say something? Because then also you have the males too saying the same thing.
Well, okay, you know something.
No, let's keep let's look at
No,
both
no,
sides. You have
no.
the
I'm
woman
looking at.
saying it, and then
Wait,
you
no, wait
have
a
the
minute.
male saying it. You can
Okay,
look at
okay,
here on YouTube.
okay. No, what? You know something?
Mhm.
That's what I hear on YouTube. Every
Yes.
time you listen, every time you understand when and I'm talking about this is just going in and listening. All right, going in and listening. What I hear more often than not, when it comes to the men, they're sitting back trying to say, you understand, look, I'm trying to make my way through the system. I'm gonna go out there and stand and find my spot. And they never reference, you understand, a other ethnic group or another, you know, a man or what have you. They say this is what I'm trying to do. You dig fundamentally for myself. I'm not trying to bang on the women,
No, I
but
don't hear that. I don't hear that.
okay. But what I'm saying is though, that's one of the things that I hear you dig because like
I don't hear
that,
that from the males in these spaces.
huh? You don't hear that from the male.
Some of them I don't.
Yeah, you know something? I hear it. I also hear you understand a lot of guys try to sit back and bang on the women, you know, with that bitch thing and all that right there. Them guys, you dig? Uh, you know something? When you ask them, well, what have you accomplished? They haven't accomplished anything. But getting back to what I was saying, it's that narrative you dig that yeah, I'm looking at what another culture do. I'm looking at what this group is doing. I'm looking at you know what this person's wearing. I'm you know, and like we got to stop doing that. All right, and like we got to sit back and say, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and
I
that's what it's about. It's we, because it's
wait,
not
wait, wait.
about
Well,
male or female.
no. What? See, you know something. This is why I want to come with the gender war, right?
Hmm.
Because if we don't get deep into you understand the specifics of what each is doing, then we will never get to the truth of what we can do. All right?
And you know what the truth is too, Mr. Black? It's for the
Yeah.
black male to take their respectful place and be in the
Uh,
head. And
well,
not and how is they gonna be the head if they're not been taught to be the head?
okay, but
And
see,
then
this is
you
the
have some who have and doing you got some brothers who doing well, just like you got some sisters. You know, I mean, but together, can we just, you know what, the ones who don't want to do right, lead them around, lead them there, surround yourself with people who mind it like you. But the end of the day is, you know what, look at everybody else. I mean, I'm just saying, for example, look at these murders. Look at this man just shut out all these people in the market and a police officer, and he came out alive. Now, if that was a black male, would he be living?
okay. Okay. Matter of fact, you know something.
And I don't
What is?
see the outrage
Wait a minute.
with the black
Wait a minute.
males concerning that
You know
because that's
something.
targeting y'all.
See, this is what we're saying. We're coming up short, you understand, because of the way that we think and what we allow to what we turn our head away from. All right, we turn away our head from black people. We look the other way when it comes to
I
black
don't.
people.
Mm.
Sheila, I'm not talking about you.
I
I'm,
know.
s-
I'm just saying it's
no, no,
sickening.
no, no, no,
It's
no,
sad.
no, wait a minute, because see, I'm not trying to apply anything to us, you did, because we got our
Hmm.
shit in rhythm. We know what we're trying to
Yeah.
do. We know, you understand, where our strength at, and and all this right here. I'm
Hmm.
talking about, you understand, for those you dig, who do turn and look the other way. I'm talking
Yeah.
about for those you understand who see these reprehensible things you dig that's happening out in society. With our babies, with our women, with our young men. All right, we don't get, you understand, iota of justice. All right, and we keep on, just pushing on along. Now, this guy you dig that what I really found, you understand, crazy.
Hmm.
This guy, you understand, he looked to be about every bit of 41 or 45, but he was only 20, 21 years old.
And he look like he in his 40s, don't he?
Yes, and the thing about it, I'm saying, why is our youth you dig living so fast and going no place quick? All right, but yet you know something, he he picked up them two guns, you understand, and walked into that supermarket you dig and just killed those innocent people. And my heart now, from the humanitarian perspective, my heart goes out, you dig, to those victims because they just came out to go shopping.
Yes.
This
And
guy
Mr.
just came
Black,
out.
can I say something else too?
Yeah, go on.
And I want, and nobody never addressed this. Now, usually when a black person do a crime, a black male, female, whatever, they get killed or wounded, they always bring up the history.
Yeah,
You notice that?
the record. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Everything. But with the
Yeah, see,
individuals, one thing I said, they on cold with their own kind.
yes,
They on
and you know
cold.
something? Hey, wait a minute. And then, hey, what you should be saying that don't nobody be saying is that black folks is on code with them. All right, because black folks, you dig, like I say, turn that blind eye, you dig, away from the black, brutality and the black demeaning conditions that we go through, the murders, the attacks. All right,
That's what the purpose of this for, saying that.
huh?
That, you know what? Dear black people, you mean to tell me we just gonna sit down and let all this happen?
Unfortunately, I think that you did. Look, with us, we see it and we're angry about it. We see it and like we feel compelled to do something about it. Um, um, I tell people, you understand, a lot, um, especially in my private conversations, what have you. I'm not about the views you dig or trying to build a channel, you understand, and all that stuff right there because like there's something truly happening, you dig,
It
across
is.
this country that we need to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I was thinking about, okay, um, to put a better perspective on it. This immigration thing over there on the borders, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Mexicans are sending their babies over, talking about go over there, huh? Take this $500. You dig? I'm talking about little small babies. You dig? What? 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Go over there, you understand, and and get you a new life. And hey, and they're sending them there, and like they're not coming with them.
Right.
You dig? They're getting rid of their babies,
Right.
and then Americans talking about, oh, we just can't dog them out, or we just can't do this. We got to do the humanitarian thing. But This is a pressure that is forced on America. This is a disrespect that is, directed toward America.
Yes.
The migrants you dig don't care. They're coming. Like I
They
said,
do.
by the time June get here, a million gonna be here,
And but you know what? The end of the day is, see,
huh?
people getting caught up talking about sex, talking about uh all this other stuff,
Yeah.
worrying about their likes and views and stuff like that. But they're making laws, they're setting up different things or whatever. Like I said, I'm paying attention to everything. I'm paying attention to everything because you know what? A lot of people gonna be left behind, and our people always thinking about funny games and entertainment. It done got real out here. Not getting real. It's been real out here, and they're not playing with blacks. And they have not been playing with blacks. And I mean, they better wake up. Some of them still sleep, lollygagging this and that or whatever. Because if you
Okay.
don't have no property, if you don't have your own home and stuff, come on. It great, get real and
Well,
protect
see,
your family.
with
Hmm.
Sheila, you know something? Oh man, this comes back to being able to face the truth. Even when you hear it, you can't put up a defense against it. You dig? Because then when you put up a defense, then that means you enjoy. You understand? Living and thinking a lie.
Good morning, Viper. I know what you're saying.
And like when you sit back uh, and you want to cater to the lie, even though you think you might be balancing something out, a lie is a lie. And like with a lot of these content creators or what have you, they selectively understand cater, to the fuckery, which
It's
everybody is
about
what
likes and
everybody.
views, entertainment.
uh,
That's what
Right, right,
people
but
like.
right. But see, what I'm saying is, when I sit back, you dig, and I look at the news or I hear the news, and like I hear that, uh, four people, 7 year child of the four people. I hear a 7 year baby and a 6 year baby, you understand, is shot and killed by men that are 37, I mean 34, 36, and 37. And like the one guy, you understand, that
Mhm.
killed the four people, he wanted, you did, half the baby mama's stimulus check.
Yes,
The guy that killed the 7 year child, he said he lost his head, and I forgot to add in that before he killed the child with a hammer, he
yes.
he had
I
stabbed the
see.
mother, and then the man, you understand, that killed the 6 year child, it was because some water was coming down.
Yes.
And they were dust in the apartment, but who was he arguing with? You did because why was the child killed? That's the kind of shit that irritate me. That's the kind of shit that should be spoken about. That's the kind of shit that we should be doing, you understand, in terms of content,
Yeah.
bringing this shit to the surface. About these dysfunctional ass guys, these old messed up ass guys, you dig, who out here, messing up our society. See what I'm
Yes.
saying? All right?
Yes.
It ain't always about banging on the women, you understand? But it's
It ain't.
about but it's about, well, I can't say that, the women should make more intelligent choices,
And it's
especially
so silly because a woman, if your enemy want to get to you, he could use a woman to get to you.
that's right.
That mean like, come on, y'all. Some of them so weak minded.
Well,
In
well,
the
well,
day,
well
if a man want to get to his enemy, he would set him up with a woman,
hey, you know something?
and
The
that still
thing,
happen today. You know how many men is 6 feet under because of woman.
well, but you know something though? I'm gonna tell you something. There are some good girls you dig that have been used by ruthless, inconsiderate, broken men. All right, and like when they encounter these guys, the guys you dig show them where they're coming from. Guys show them you dig that they're negative and toxic, but they still try to make something happen. That's come I say when guys try to talk about the black women, you dig. I can't go all the way in like that because you know something. You got some beautiful young black women out here, you dig.
We do. We
Who,
got some beautiful sisters out here.
wait a
Well,
minute.
I said all of them beautiful. I'll be
Well,
like this.
no, well, see, I can't say all of them are beautiful because some of them
They're all
do.
beautiful in their own little way.
Well, not, but I'm saying some do some ugly things, you dig.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like,
Well, yeah. I'm saying that. Yeah, too. They
yeah,
do.
because
That's what
I'm I'm I'm
anybody.
I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the beautiful ones now. Because
Okay, right.
they always talking about the negative one. We talking about the ones who take care of their children, take care of their husband,
Right, right,
doing right
right.
or whatever. We don't never hear about those ones. We don't never hear
Well,
about them.
we don't hear about them because you know what the narrative is. Ain't no man no good. Don't no man do anything. You understand for his woman or what have you. Like I say, it's these tired narratives. And one of the things that I really wanted to get at with the gender gap because we got to kill these narratives. We got to create new ones. All right. We got to talk about these women. You understand who are doing the right thing. We have, you understand, some of the most educated women in the world. You dig? And look at some of the shit that they go through.
Yeah, and our brothers too. You know, it's
Well,
like
see,
both.
Sheila, Sheila, Sheila,
We are some
Sheila,
beautiful, gifted,
Sheila,
educated people.
Sheila. You know something? Sometimes when I speak, I really I look at something. Yeah, you're right. I
No,
just
I was
bypass it.
just saying that because you
Yeah.
know what? I'm
No.
tired of them just talking about black people in general. I know I'm
Well,
here and there everywhere all
you
over
know
the place.
something. I think that if anybody's going to talk about black people, it should be us who are responsible, who are thoughtful, who are
Yes.
reflective, who are motivated. You understand to create uh, a meaningful change. You know, I think that
Mhm.
we should talk about black people because you did think in a different way. All right, look, the worst kind of slavery is mental slavery.
I know.
The worst kind, you understand, of thinking you dig is subliminal plantation thinking. You know,
Mhm.
the worst kind of image that we could have is that subliminal image you dig that society want to project toward us. So no, I'm not trying to reflect that, because you're gonna always be beautiful and what have you. Bullshit.
Mhm.
We cater to it. You understand too much, too often. You dig, and we surrender. A large scale of our personal identity to what someone else want to make us.
Yes. Right.
And I just don't. I don't agree with that, and I'm not going to ever understand. Uh, something. It's hard for black people to even have a sensible conversation unless you have one come in. I got to prove how intelligent I am. One come in. Oh shit! I got the full truth. Don't nobody else have the truth but me. But they just can't
That's
have
sad.
they can't have the simple conversation.
Mhm.
I feel I got to defend this point. And then when you hear them talk about the point, they really don't even understand the point that they're trying to defend. It's just some social and politically correct and polite to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
But to go in depth to understand and really get at the nuts and bolts of it, shit, no, that ain't happening. No, not by a long shot.
Because
You
I'm
got
really
some.
not a talker. I'm just a doer. Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
you know something. I'm not confining that to you. I'm just
Oh
saying you did.
no, no.
Yeah,
I was understand what you're saying, and
yeah,
I know what you were
yeah.
saying.
Because
I
you
was
know
just
something.
saying.
Those who normally are a doer is not a talker. Something. I have become compelled to talk. You dig? Because I've been a doer all my life, and I had really stopped talking. I come out the gate being a talker, but the more you start thinking, the less you open your mouth, and the less you open your mouth, the more you start realizing, this ain't right.
when I talk at the table. Um,
Yeah,
but change policies and laws. But just social talking with people I know ain't doing nothing, ain't trying to do nothing, ain't trying to make no change or
exactly,
whatever.
exactly,
I'm not
exactly.
even wasting my time. Cause the end of the day is, like I said, while they be talking, I be making moves. And like I said, it's sad that we as black people have to sit back and look how they treat us. And some, let me tell you, some doing some changes, doing I mean a lot, a lot making some moves now. Don't get me wrong. Standing up, holding them accountable, being transparent, and tired and sick and tired. Raising their kids up, teaching them bilingual, because you know now they're saying everything bilingual. And it's like, when is we some of us getting it? And I'm trying to tell my brothers and sisters, the end of the day is, when I was out there with the family and their family members getting killed and stuff, people thought it was all, we give money, whatever, whatever. Couple of years later, they was in the same boat.
Hmm.
And see, it don't affect a person until it hit your household. See, even finance, it wasn't affecting them until now. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people lost a lot of jobs. They can't live that glamorous life like they used to.
Well, you know something? Uh,
And like I said, in the day, it's not about materialistic things. To me, it's about morals and standards.
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
Because a
minute,
good name is better than silver and gold.
wait a minute, wait a minute. It's about materialistic things, you understand, with a lot of people. All right. It may not be, for you. It may not be for me because, people who have had materialistic things, they understand the value of character. Character, you understand, is greater than a materialistic thing. But with some people, they thirst after materialism, and we just got to face that fact.
Yes.
We got to face that fact. Understand? You dig that when it comes, understand, to money and character, people will sell out for money quicker than they would, you understand, to embrace character.
You ain't got to tell me. I
Yeah,
know. 'Cause,
yeah.
hmm,
And the thing of it, you dig, is that like, yeah, you want to sit back and change that way of thinking because when you have character, then you can start producing and understand quality people. People you dig who you know something, to sit back and listen to some of the things that I hear. You know, to sit back and have a guy say, and even some women actually agree with, well, you know what? I think a woman should go through, uh, uh, you know, her whole phase. You dig? So that like
right.
when she go to get married, you understand? She done went through all that, and she know what she want to do. With a man,
Now,
a
who
whole
wants
phase.
somebody to, you know what? Like I said, see stuff like that. I don't even entertain that. You
Wait
know
a
what
minute,
I'm
but
saying?
it's a realistic, concept that some women think.
With disease, and you got coronavirus, all
They
kind
don't
of
care.
diseases and stuff.
They don't care.
Mm, mm, mm,
They
mm.
they don't care. You dig? Because like look what happened. You understand? Down in Miami when they had that little thing and the police had to come in or what have you.
I know. I seen that.
Right,
They
right. But
acting like they ain't had no masks on, jumping on cars,
right.
partying, everything.
But I'm talking about the young girl you did who went down there. You understand? I guess she thought that, oh, well, I guess I'll go down there for the experience. I ain't gonna let nothing happen. And here it is. You understand? The guy slid upon her. You dig? Dropped some in the drink. They got her to a hotel room, had their way with her, raped her, and all that right there. But the chemical that they gave her, you dig, or the pill that they gave her was too strong, and it ended up killing the girl.
Yeah,
And then,
thirsty,
and,
thirsty
and
guys.
then,
They don't talk about the thirsty guys.
uh, well, you're right.
They always
Uh,
talk about the woman. They don't talk about the thirsty guys.
yeah, yeah. But see, that is the thing about these little, things you did when they have, what do they call them? It's a name for them because they have it in Miami, they have it in Virginia. Uh, it's another place. Well, all them the college students or what have you. They go, you dig, and like they flaunt their haircuts and they physiques and all that right there. It's
But they
like,
be talking
hey,
about tours parties they be having and stuff. No,
what
they
what
be out of hand anyway. They
what they
be
call them?
doing different
They call
stuff
them
or
a
whatever.
freak. They call them a freaknik or something like that. And the whole purpose you dig of going is because you want to have that experience. You want to get, a man want to, have sex, you dig, with multiple women. Some women want to have sex with multiple guys, and then quietly going back home, you understand, and say, okay, I went through that whole phase.
That's why anybody have young kids, I would teach them. Teach them. Please teach your babies
And
about
like
stuff like this.
and sadly, some parents say, yeah, going down there and get the experience. Going down there, understand, and see, what life is really about. You
I
know,
ain't never hear no parents send their child to college
shit.
and say nothing like that.
I've heard it. You understand, and
I'm
and
be
like
honest.
yeah, well, I'm being honest. I've heard it, you dig, and like I say, why would you sit back and tell your child, you dig, that you have conditioned, all the way through life? Look, be a responsible person, be a productive person. It's
And
the
these
same
days, you
way.
don't know what
Hold on,
they
hold on.
put in these drugs with these
Yeah.
kids and stuff. And they mess around, smoke something and drink something. They'll never come back to their original mind and stuff. So, no. Mm-mm.
It's the same thing that you said a little bit earlier, you dig, about code, or should I say, not necessarily code, but surrounding yourself, you dig, with responsible, productive people who have quality characters.
Mm-hmm.
We know, you understand, that on an average, you dig, guys, you dig, when they get with the boys, they out there, you understand, they wanna, get together and chase, you understand, after a woman. We
And you
also
know
know,
what I'm seeing too, Mr. Black, is a lot talking about sex, partying, this and that, whatever. I'm not hearing generation wealth. I'm not hearing investing in stocks. I hear it's some channels. Don't get me wrong, it's some whatever. You know,
see, you talking
get
about channel.
get insurance
I'm,
on your body parts.
hey,
Um,
you talking about channel. I'm talking about, what I see in here in real life. You're right. People are, something. A lot of blacks, you
I don't
dig, and
see
that's
that in real life. But I don't see it here. Only a little bit channels. I don't like I'm saying a lot of stuff I see in real life
mm,
and I experience in real life and I advocate in real life. I don't see that on social media.
okay. You know why? Because you dig, a lot of the people you dig on social media, you understand, a lot don't really have money. They're scheming, you dig, some kind of way to get money. But what I was going to say, it's a known fact, you dig, with a certain portion of the black population, they're a dollar dumb and a penny smart. You know, a
Yeah, I think
dollar
a lot
dumb.
of people inverted on
Uh,
here and
uh, uh, see, when I come on, I'm not necessarily talking. Also, I mean, my whole conversation is about the media, because
mhm,
the media is twisted. You got a lot
yeah,
of broken people, you think, who come,
yeah,
to YouTube,
yeah.
who come to TikTok, who come to Instagram,
A
you
lot of
know,
committed
and
suicide
Facebook.
and got killed too.
Yeah,
They
well,
don't talk about that.
but see, what I'm saying is, though, why talk about the things that's going to chase people away? That's the number
Yeah.
one. That's the number one thing you did. With America, it's like you started your conversation out. How come you did, when it comes to these young white kids going in and killing up things? You dig? We don't really get a whole lot of information about them. They end up surviving and walking out and going through through the judicial system. But this is a black man or whatever, he gonna die right there on the spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the police are gonna make sure that he gonna die because they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
corner him and they're like, put down the gun, put down the gun. I can't see your hands. I can't see your hands. Boom, 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 boom. I couldn't see his hands. You dig? But guess what? I found his gun. They just
And
did that.
another black brother, he shouldn't have been in that situation because you know how they,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, anyway.
yeah, yeah. They just had that situation. Well, the police just killed a black kid. You understand? I don't know about what 2 weeks ago. And like they stopped his car. You dig? He jump out and get to running, and the police just they just fired him up. And here it is. It was other black people standing around, and all of a sudden the police say, "I found a gun right here," but then nobody else, didn't know the black person see a gun. He just mysteriously came up with it.
Sad.
Oh, wait a minute. Check this out. We're talking about going all the way back to last year, where black after black after black after black, both men and women, were either shot, brutalized, you dig, or messed up in some kind of way. And we heard all the police jargon. Oh, you know something? We've got to become more sensitive. You dig? We need more training. Officers, you
We
dig?
don't need no. We are right. I'm going right to
Yeah.
that DC walk on the 4th of April, and I'm going right there and see what they're talking about. Cause I always go to the DC when they be having their little things concerning black people, see what they're talking about. Because then the day is like I tell them, I
Mhm.
always get to the head, the organizer.
Well,
Now,
see, that's the police.
what you doing in your community with such and such such? Do y'all only organize stuff when black people getting killed? What y'all doing every day? Or what I be asking all kind of questions.
Well, see, that's a police mumbo jumbo number one. You dig that they put out to the public. Secondly, it's that administrative stuff where we got so many uh, um, damn, I can't think of the word. We got so many, you understand, protocols, you dig, that we just can't come, you understand, with just a straightforward decision. We got to go through this process and we got to go through that process. And like something, this is what they do every time
Mhm.
a black guy or a black woman is killed. All right, and like we go for it. We accept it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we ain't cold. We are on code. You understand? With a lot of what the system is doing. And look at what's happening now. George Floyd, you understand, been dead what, a year now? And like they're starting to try for this guy, but look how many other black men and black women out there that have been killed since then. All right,
You right.
hey,
You
hey,
right.
hey, and ain't nothing slow them down. Every police station across the country, you dig, should be well informed that if you go out there and you do this shit, this is what's gonna happen. They don't care.
Right.
You know why they don't care? Because we can always explain it away. We can always sit back and say, the system is going to work for everybody.
Hmm.
All right,
Right.
but it only works for a chosen few.
You right. You right. You definitely right about that. But you know what? The end of the day is like I said,
Hmm.
our people. It's about the haves and the haves not. Position yourself. Start running for those seats. Start educating yourself on the what's going on in your community. Start running for the board education seats. Start running for those city council seats. Start running for those mayor seats. Start knocking where you live at down. Your town, your county, your city, wherever you live at. Position yourself. It's about position and power, money and power. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
You could
well,
beat them at their own game, black people. You can. It's
yeah,
not that hard.
and then something. Um, you got to look at the system itself. The system will aid and abet you to get up in those positions because they got a lot of loopholes out there where people can get the money, you understand, to do a lot of things. The federal government, you understand, got a lot of programs you dig available that is useful to
But
anyone
we
you dig.
only want, you know what the end of the day is? I don't trust the government. That's all I'm saying. The end of the day is
Well,
get
well,
your
what's
own
the,
money up. Don't ask them for nothing
well,
because
well, well,
go ahead.
well, see, what I'm saying is, if the system is willing to give you that money and you keep your own personal identity, you take that, you take that allotment you did and work with it.
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
trust the system you did, but you know something? The system you did, like I said, there are a lot of people you did who have step up to the system and they made some things happen. I
Yeah, a
know you.
lot besides not us.
Well,
Any other people come here besides black, they give us the runarounds and well, some of them us have. I'm
mm-hmm.
be honest, we doing pretty good or
Yeah,
whatever, but
yeah.
some not, you know. So that's
Oh,
what I'm saying that if we position ourselves in these seats on these boards, on these places, and stop being crabs in the barrels. Like if you get one Latino in, they're gonna get their whole family, their friends, whatever. That's what we need to start thinking like that on one accord.
well,
Because the end of the day is ain't nobody helping us. And the ones I'm saying, not the ones who, drugging and a lot. I'm talking about the ones who really, really want to do right by their family, because everybody come across hard times. Everybody, come against stumbling blocks. But if you see that person, truly their background, they're good for working and everything like that, give them a helping hand. Because some people just need a fresh start. And once you give that person that fresh start, that's it. People make mistakes. They go to jail, prison, whatever. When they come home, they never look good. I know people came home, got their own business, got their own homes, everything doing very well because
okay,
they had learned their lesson.
okay. You know one thing I
Everybody
want.
make mistakes. They're gonna get you bitter or better. And the people I be around, they make them better because
You
they
know something?
know. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. I just want to just kind of slide in there real quick. Um,
Well, go ahead because then they I'm getting ready. I go. I could still talk to you. I'm just getting
oh, no, okay, now, well, we're supposed to did the gender gap you did the gender war, but like we can do that later because like this right here is a little bit more important. What I was doing to make the correction on was this:
mm-hmm.
get out of that crab in the bucket theory. All right, get away from
Yeah,
that. You know why?
yeah.
It's like I said, you did in my last show. A lot of black people have made it out of the bucket, you dig, but they still attack, other black people. They crab attack them, the crab assault them, the crab offend them, the crab destroy them, the crab, you understand?
I ain't gonna never forget where I came from. Like I
Well,
said, every
well,
day
but
is
no, but I'm just saying, it's just that the natural tendency of black people. You dig? It's that black hate, psychosis, you dig, or pathology that the system has, put in the black person's mind. Look at what
yeah.
happened with okay, hold on. I want to bring this up real quick. And like I said, what this guy do, I don't give a damn about what he do because that's his business. But look
Mm-hmm.
at look at what happened. You understand? With Derek, what is it, Jason or Jackson? Derek
Jackson.
Jason. Is it Jackson? Look at
Jackson.
what happened. You understand? You know something? His wife appeared in one of those videos. You understand? And they say, "Oh my God, she's homely looking. Oh my God,
Mm.
she shouldn't look like that. She should have did this. She should have did that." And I'm saying to myself, she did exactly what she wanted to do. All right,
Wow.
to appear in that video as she appeared in that video, and people don't get it. How you gonna self-impose or even opinion impose an identity on another person and say that that's an identity that they should have?
Yeah.
You can't self-impose that. You just can't
Mm-hmm.
do it. And like that's exactly, you understand what what a lot of YouTubers have been doing. Man, they got all kind of opinions. And like I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we understand that, Derek went through what he went through, you dig? He was cheating on her and all that right there. You dig? And you know something? The question should be also addressed is he was creating with other women. You dig?
Yeah, I
They
can
don't
relate
talk
to that.
they don't talk about the women. Those ones that are home breakers, you dig, those ones you dig to say, I don't care, you understand, what's going on. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna get me some. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
And then have no conscience about it. They just went at it, hook, line, and sinker. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, uh, um, this was a good
I'm
topic.
talking funny 'cause I got my mask on. Great go outside. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. uh, uh, but my point though is that that crab in the bucket thing. Hey, that's over with because some of the crabs out of the bucket you dig and they still attack each other. I'm not gonna let
Yeah.
him get. I'm not gonna let him get. Farther ahead of me. Then I'm going. We hey, blacks still attack each other. You dig for no reason.
Yeah. But
Just
at the
on
end of the
simple.
day, it's like I said, I love my people. If I can help them, I will. You know,
Oh well, yeah, no doubt. But hey, but you know something. You got to look at the conditions before you can
I
come up
went
with
to
the
a meet. I was
solution.
at the meeting last night. And I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me.
Huh?
Um, hold on. They had said, I didn't know we were doing that. They had said, Sheila, I want to ask you a question. And, I said, yeah. They said, okay, because we see you pretty good or whatever, financial, you retired, whatever. Um, why do you make it your interest to really go so far for people who don't care for themselves?
Huh?
And hold on, I'm going to get in my car. I
All right, go
said,
on.
how you know if they don't care for themselves? You know?
Right.
Okay, I'm in the car now. Hold on.
Okay.
How you know these people don't care for themselves?
Hmm.
Because I mean, you don't. I know. I'm just saying, because um, put yourself in these shoes. Okay, you say you was from the projects. You came out the projects. And this and that, and it just started. I said, you know what? The end of the day is you saying that because for one thing, you're not a black person. You
Yeah.
never experienced what they experienced, and you came from a wealthy family with generation wealth.
Right.
I said, so you wasn't exposed to a lot of stuff. You was
Exactly.
isolated. I said, like my daughters. I
Yeah.
said, even though I was like, I could, it was like an inner city, but we still was like one project by ourselves. I said, still we seen a lot
Hmm.
at a young age. I said, some people went through a lot too behind closed doors. So you don't know what that person's going through. And maybe I'll be the last help to really get that person on their foot or whatever. I don't care what that person, so they try to talk about the person, it's the individual, whatever, because they've been out there for a long time, whatever. Well, I don't want down my conscience that they did come for me to help and I didn't help and they wind up dying.
Yeah.
Now, if my spirit tell me something else, then I'll leave them alone. Other than that, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, not just for the individual, for a whole. Because I know some people get food stamps. I know some people be going to the soup kitchen, be getting all this stuff or whatever. What they say, getting over on the system and this and that or whatever. The end of the day is long I know my heart is right. I try to talk to them or whatever because I try not to enable a person. I don't. I see a
Hmm.
lot of people they got those stimulus checks. Um, doing stuff that's not right or whatever. Like I said, save your money for a rainy day. You know. So I do talk to them. I do try to educate them or whatever. But people are gonna do what they want to do. And
See what I.
the ones I really hear is the young people.
Hmm.
You got people like that. They just look down on people. Or they're not. I don't like that. I
Well, you
don't
know
like
something.
that.
Well, you know something. You have a
Let me
lot of
stop
people.
yelling. Excuse me, I'm yelling. Getting all hyped up.
Yeah, I know it, but
Excuse
check
me,
this out.
people in the chat in the cloud.
Check this out. You
I
gonna
don't know. I just like, what? I don't like when people do that. And don't get me wrong, you got some people who do get over on people and stuff like that. And I could tell when people do that too. You know.
well, back when I was in the streets, right? And like no. Matter of fact, I mean, particularly when I was actually employed, you understand, and like I was working, and the government would come and take a certain portion of my check, you dig, and like I would say, why is FICA taking so much out of my check? And then got the
Oh
explanation,
my God.
uh, a certain amount of money, you understand, go to welfare, a certain amount of money go to this and what have you, right? I never minded that, you dig, because you know something, when I wasn't working, you dig, and I
Okay,
was getting.
do me a favor, Mr. Black. Keep on talking because I had lost I had my easy pass I had left in the house, so I got to go get it. Because I had got so just keep talking and I'll be
Okay.
right right back.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, the times that I wasn't working, you understand, the system, you dig, provided. And like, coming up as a young man, my mother was on welfare. Came from a single parent household. So I get it. All right. I can't look, well, my mother always told me, never look down on someone that you can't look up to. And like, that has been one of my operating, philosophies in life. Every person that you try to look down on, they're not going to always stay down. I've seen a lot of people, you understand, who everybody would sit back and say, oh, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going to do this. He ain't going to do that. And you know something? Their intelligence, you dig, and their determination caught on. And they were actually the ones who became winners, you know, in my neighborhood, who were motivated, you dig, to be more, just because other people said that they couldn't be. And like, in this day and time, no one should actually be complaining, you dig, in a literal sense, because like, there's too many opportunities out there to make money. If these young kids, you dig, 17 and 18, can go and rap a song and what have you, there are so many other occupations that people can, get. They can put them on, because they're still having problems with the minimum wage in terms of when you work. They still don't want to give people, you understand, the right amount of money, you know, for the work that they do. And I
Okay,
think the work that everybody do, you dig,
I'm back.
yeah, I think the work that everybody do, you dig, should, have a certain
Yeah.
amount of, yeah, should have a certain amount of importance regarding what they do. But they got people conditioned thinking you work for a company, you get what the company pay for you, and that's it. Even if it is $8.90. And these are the franchises that we see, Burger King, Wendy's, or whatever. Oh, they love it. That's a company, you understand. They got, three and four, 500 businesses across the world for not, paying people, their worth. In America, it's known for that. The system tells you quickly, recreate your worth, and you just work. We'll put the value on the kind of work that you do.
You kind of low, Mr. Black.
No, am I?
I don't know if it's. Wait. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you kind of low. Let me turn off this car because it's probably trying to hook up to my car. Yeah.
No, no. Well, I
Okay,
tell you,
talk now.
yeah. I tell you
Yeah.
what. Go on. We get together
Yeah.
on the gender war. I thought I'd just come up real quick.
Okay.
I seen Jess in the chat room.
Who?
Jess, was it,
I can't see. I can't. Well,
Jess?
good morning, everybody in the chat room. I want to thank y'all again for coming. I mean, to be honest, I'm back out here again, doing voting registration. I'm getting ready for people to run these seats and stuff, having all kind of meetings. I just want to bring that on my platform. Um, Also, the ones who have a channel, just put your link in the chat. So I just want to start supporting people who support me. And the end of the day is, like I said, we all have different gifts and talents. And just bring it here on the YouTube channel. I
And
like some people
hold
doing
on.
stocks, some people doing business, music, clothing, makeup, food, whatever, boxing, health. I mean, it's so many people. I have to put it down on a piece of paper. I'm gonna start shouting them out. I thank God for y'all gifts y'all bring here on the YouTube streets. I really do. And nobody told y'all today, I want to tell you, you are beautiful and wonderful made. And whatever your goals is, you're never too old and you're never too young. And know you are here today to see another day for a reason. And you live this day like it's gonna be your last day.
Yeah.
And know that you are loved. And don't let nobody steal your joy. Nobody steal your joy today. You know? And I just want to say thank you again for always coming to my chat, putting up with my big mouth. But I just want to say, you know what? I never seen y'all. I love y'all spirit or whatever. And I thank y'all for always supporting me. It's a blessing, you know? Yeah, things y'all put in the chat, it just encourage people and stuff. And keep on doing what you're doing. And not everybody gonna get along. Not everybody gonna like each other. You know, we're gonna have a disagreement. We're gonna go our own way, but the end of the day is don't let that stop you for doing what you have in your mind. You know? I said every setback is for a powerful comeback. People come in your life for a reason, for a blessing, for a lesson. You'll know why they're in your life. Sometimes it takes days, weeks, months, or years, but you'll know why that person in your life. But the ones who's in your life and positive, encourage you, cherish them, because tomorrow is not promised to us. Give them their flowers while they're living. And that's why I said, my brothers, my sisters, y'all keep your head up. The end of the day is, to me, it's not about color, but I said black people, it's about evil and good. And whatever happened in your life, sometimes you don't get along with your family members. Because the word of God says your foes going to be in your own household. But at the end of the day is still show love. You can still love them far distance, you know, because you don't have to be around people every day to love them. You could call them and see how they're doing and stuff. Now, that's my last words. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed day. Um,
Uh, Wait a minute. As a
and I see
reminder
y'all in
now,
the YouTube
hold
streets.
on. Wait,
And
wait, wait a
thank
minute.
you again.
Wait a minute. As a reminder, um, don't forget to understand to subscribe to my channel. You dig?
Amanda there?
Alan Walker, um, Mr. Black. I do be
Amanda in the
going on.
chat?
Say what?
I said, who in the chat you said?
No, I was saying, don't forget to subscribe to me, Alan Walker, Mr. Black, because I do be having, my own shows and what have you.
Yes,
You know,
he do.
me and Sheila just collaborating now. You understand? to start building up things and try to create, a sensible space where people can come, they can have some decent conversations, it ain't about this YouTube stuff. So, hey, having said that, I'm ready to jump up in here and we get together, you understand, Sheila, about the Virginia war. All right.
Yeah. Cause my Rangers placed today, so I had my Rangers gear on.
Okay.
So, all right, and love you, YouTube family. I see y'all in these streets, and mwah, God bless. Thank you again for always supporting me. Love you guys. And bye, Mr. Black. You have a
All right.
blessed show.
Salute. All right. You have
It's
one too.
always a pleasure being with you on the panel. Bye bye.